Good morning everyone, Since Vengeance here, and welcome to a very new series, Dragon Ball Z, Legendary Super Warriors. Now what is this game about? Well, it's about Dragon Ball Z, so ta-da! About this game. My cousins were heavily into Dragon Ball Z, and they influenced me to watching it. And when it finally got on TV, I finally watched it and was awesome. And then one day, my grandparents, I believe, one of them had the game, this very game, and I asked if I could have the game to my mom, and I got it, and I played through it several times. So I know the story very well, I know the controls very well, so without further ado, let's go and press start now. You can see that I have a continuous save file. That's because I did a test recording before this one. This is the actual gameplay. So new game. Gamer starts but data is saved. Overwrites current save. The restart game? Absolutely. I'm going to read those things so you can listen along instead of watch. Well, for those who listen along and, well, do other stuff. So long ago, no one knows. Sacred stones came to our world. If 7 are collected, a dragon appears. The dragon is able to grant a single wish. These stones are Dragon Balls. Now, a quest for them has begun. There is a boy called Gohan. His dream is to be a scientist. Well, no, not really. It's his mother's dream. His mother wants him to be a scientist. She's a bit overbearing, isn't she? I mean, he's only 4 years old. Was he 4 years old at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z? That's not an age in which you already start thinking about the future. She's a bad influence. Well, not really, but hey. He lived happily with his parents. Until a man appeared. He said he was the brother of Goku, Gohan's father. This man, Raditz, said Goku's real name was Kakarot. He also said Goku was a Saiyan from the planet Vegeta. Raditz asked Goku to join him. The Saiyan's work is selling stars. They eliminate any opposition. When Goku rejected Raditz's offer, Raditz took Gohan as his hostage. Well, you're a bad uncle. You're a very bad uncle. Goku prepared to fight for Gohan. But Raditz was terribly strong. Oh yeah, these are the text balloons that the characters say. In the test recording I did some voice acting, but it was appalling, really appalling, it was horrible. And I was destroying my voice, so I'm not gonna voice act anymore. I'm just gonna read it out. Gohan? Yeah? Gohan? Dad? Dad? Boom! Well, that's not a side you want to see as a child. Dad! Dad is dead. Story 1. Evil mentor Gohan's training. Huh? What happened to me? Ouch! You woke up. Hey, Piccolo! Goku was beat, sacrificing himself to beat Raditz. 6 months later, Gohan has trained hard with Piccolo. You think you're such a tough guy? Gohan is a bit of a tough guy? You survived this harsh training, but you still have much to learn. Huh? Listen up. In 6 months, a Saiyan will come. Only one? There's a bit wrong here with, like, the story then. No? Yeah. Or maybe lost in translation. Your father lost to defeat one. Yeah, there's something wrong with the translation. I think it has to say like your father died to defeat one. I think some things are lost in translation, so just bear with it, you know. Japanese is a really tough language to learn. So yeah. Let me adjust here. This time there will be two. Yeah, he needed to explain it. A common anime trope. Explaining a lot of things, taking 20 episodes for explaining shit that takes only 5 minutes to explain. Even if your father, Goku, is resurrected by the Dragon Balls, he and I may not be able to win. Damn! How strong are they? So, you must learn to fight by them. We cannot win without you. Will I really be able to help? Like I said, you have great potential. Of course he has great potential, but his mother won't let him. He has to study. If I teach you how to fight, you'll be strong. He's already a Saiyan hybrid. Of course he's strong. I mean, remember in the very first episodes of Dragon Ball Z, he burst Raditz's armor. He was just angry and BAM! There was a crack in Raditz's armor. And that gave Piccolo and Goku like that weak spot that they could abuse. He's already strong, and he's getting stronger, Piccolo. Now maybe he can control it. Maybe he can control it more now. Just remember, Earth's destiny is in your hands. Let's continue. Yes! Hi! Ouch! Ow, 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 ow. What? You're tired already? Okay, take a break. The music in this game is also quite good, even for a Game Boy game. Yeah, this is a Game Boy Color game, so as you know, I'm playing this on an emulator because I don't have the equipment to record Game Boy games, or Game Boy Color games, Game Boy Advance games. Unfortunately, because this is a game that I believe you guys need to learn about. Because the gameplay is quite unique for this Dragon Ball Z game. You'll see. Whew! I feel much better after that rest. I'd better go back to Piccolo soon. Okay, let's go to Piccolo. Where is he? Damn, you move slowly. There he is, the green little man. You seem to be getting better. So I shall teach you how to fight. Alternate between attack and guard to win. Attacking is known as attack phase. Quite obvious, no? I mean, an attack is an attack, and, yeah, well... Woo! Explaining things that are obvious. Guarding is the defense phase. That's quite logical as well. A turn is both an attack and a guard. Okay. So in one turn you both do attacking and defending. Yeah, okay. Got it. Battle is based on using cards. Yes, this is how the game is played. You collect cards throughout the game. And well, Piccolo is going to explain it. I shall give you this card. You received 3-stage attack. A 3-stage attack. Press start to see the system screen. Check your cards by selecting list. Okay. Let's look at the card list. A 3-stage attack. Start. Cured probably means accuracy, so it will always hit. There's no cost apparently, and gains 3 costs. Okay. Let's talk to Piccolo again. There are 5 kinds of cards. Command cards for basic attacks, damage and beam cards for mega attacks, guard cards for avoiding damage, support cards to give you a battle advantage. Gohan says, I got a command card. Command cards. Input commands in the time limit. You need to save up card cost to use this card. I think this is also something lost in translation because if you use a command card, you gain like certain points that you can use to do better attacks. See? Better attacks like the beam attacks and the defeat attacks. Okay. Card cost. The points needed for attack, beam, guard and support. Yeah, see, the command card gives you those things, those points. Attack and guard are carried out by saving up command cards? That's right, so I hit a jar with a card in it. Go and get it. But there's a trick. A magic trick? Oh, it's just a quiz. Disappointed! What about the cost of using a command card? Save, of course. Save up cost. You receive a 4-stage attack. So, more damaging command card. Alright. The attack is used to defeat an enemy. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. The cards you can use in the attack phase are limited. You can use the command, damage, beam and support cards. Limited, he says. You can use 4 of the 5 cards in this game. Limited. I can't use a guard card. That's right. This time I hit a card in a jar, but there are 2 jars. Be careful. So instead of saying there are 2 jars with cards in it, with each a card in it, no. I hit a card in a jar, but there's 2 jars. Okay. Which phase can a damage card be used in? Attack. We receive the continuous punch. Yay! And what's here? What cards can be used in the attack phase? A beam or a guard? No, beam of course. And I received in a beam attack, energy bomb. Like your standard Kai Blast in other Dragon Ball Z games. We'll talk about guard afterwards. Cards usable in the defense phase. Where there are things lost in translation. Yes, I'm gonna bitch about it the entire game. Support cards and guard cards. So support cards can be used in either phase. Yes, but effects are different in each phase. So try combinations. Got it. Don't give up even if guard fails. The higher the card cost, more damage occurs. Probably the higher the card cost, the more damage occurs. So your card is more damaging if it's got a higher card cost. Let's say the energy bomb that we got is like a card cost of 5. It will only do like 5 damage, for example. Like a Kamehameha attack might cost like 20 points and will do about 20 damage. If I got that correct. Turn the tables. No idea why, but okay, let's flip the table. Okay, I hit a card. There's 2 jars. Good luck. Which phase can a guard card be used in? These quizzes are a bit easy. You received endurance. That's a good defense card. That's a defense card that we can use on both beam attacks and defeat attacks, like damage cards. What about support cards? I don't know what NG means, but I think it's okay. Hey, you received Reading Guide. What does that do again? List. Don't tell me Reading Guide is at the very end. I will murder you. Oh, endurance is it? Yeah, start. Resist attacking with... No, resist attack with whole body. Okay. 7 card cost, okay. Now Reading Kai, what does that do? No idea what that means. Okay. Accuracy up. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and here you can see the users of that card. Normally everybody can use that card. My voice is fucked. I think you have the battle basics. Save cost by using command cards. Use cost points for mega attacks. Sounds good. Shall we get our training started? Yes, we shall. Alright. I want to ask you a question. You forget like a word there. What's it called again? Well, that's bad. I don't know it anymore. But it's A. It's bad that I don't remember that, what it's called. I'm a teacher for Christ's sake. I want to ask you a question before we start. There are 2 types of attack. Beam attack and defeat attack. Which attack do you want to use? In my own private playthrough, I always used the defeat deck to go through the game because I felt it was much easier for me to do so, to defeat the enemies, because I think the defeat deck has a better or easier gameplay mechanic, so especially for this let's play, we'll go for the beam attack deck. Just as I thought. Take this. You received beam type deck. Organize the cards for battle on the system screen, okay? There's 2 ways to organize cards. By character as a limited attack, or by putting 20 of them in your deck for a joint attack. I helped this time, but you're on your own from now on. Yes, hi. You can't use a card right after you organize it. You must gather power in order to limited attack. To do a limited attack is more correct. So yeah, the joint deck is like cards you can always use, and then you have like a limited deck in which you put 3 cards max, and you'll always keep those. The joint deck is always thrown away after you used it. So yeah, that's always nice. So I can do a limited attack if I don't gather power. Cards in your deck must be in your hand to use them. You randomly draw cards into your hand during the attack phase. 1 card per attack phase, okay. You can carry up to 5 cards to the next phase. Remember that. You'll get the hang of it when you fight. Learn as you play. Got it. Okay, let's start training. Let's start. Gohan and Piccolo continue training. Then, one day, the sky turned dark so suddenly. The dragon, Goku, is back. That must mean the Saiyans are arriving early. Gohan, this is the final lesson. Okay, and this is the screen before each fight. The system screen, so you can check the status of your characters, your deck. You got a Masenko. Here's your team. Look at limited, which you can always change here. You can change everything in this deck. You can look at your list, or at your card list. You can of course save, and exit means well, that you will start the fight. The way I'm going to do this Let's Play is, or at least I'll try to get one fight per episode, and I've read that there's 30 fights in total, so you'll at least have 31 episodes of this magnificent game. Yeah, I hope you're excited. I'm excited to go on to this journey, even though we all know the story. We all saw Dragon Ball Z. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, I suggest you do so because it's great. So yeah, I don't think there's much more to talk about. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.